Hello everyone, contrary to popular belief, I do believe that zombies are real. Okay, not literally, but I don't know about you, but I have spent countless hours scrolling mindlessly through social media without a single thought running through my head. Or I've binge watched my favorite show for hours and hours on end. Mobile device addiction is so normalized in our society, but it shouldn't be. You should limit your time spent on mobile devices because this can lead to phone addiction, it can lead to trouble in your sleep, and it can lead to mental and physical pains and illnesses. First and foremost, being on mobile devices can be addicting. According to an article on helpguide.org, co-written by Jean Sagal, a PhD therapist, smartphone addiction, sometimes colloquially known as nomophobia, or the fear of being without a mobile phone, is often fueled by an internet overuse problem or internet addiction disorder. This is a real addiction, and you can even experience withdrawal symptoms from it, such as anger or frustration. Additionally, according to an article on Piedmont.org, an article written by Dennis Budimore, a life and wellness coach at the Thomas F. Chapman Family Cancer Wellness Center, when we check our phones, our brains release a small amount of dopamine. However, this small amount of dopamine is only a temporary fix, and our brains actually crave more. This is similar to how drugs work and how our brains respond to drugs. Therefore, I'm going to show you a diagram from an article entitled "The Link Between Marijuana and Dopamine" on the Royal Queen Seeds website. Here we have our brain when our body produces dopamine and when we're having pleasure activities. The second image is drugs short-circuiting this natural process by making the brain release dopamine. The third image shows the brain shutting down some dopamine receptors. Because the brain shuts down certain dopamine receptors, the person will need more drugs to get the same dopamine effect. In the way that marijuana works with the brain, so does phone addiction. I myself have been addicted to my phone. It's actually the reason why I'm wearing blue light glasses right now. I've spent so much time in my past being on mobile devices that I actually have light sensitivity and I get headaches from being on devices too much. I've spent many late nights and I've spent many long periods of time binge watching shows and movies, and I myself have suffered through the effects of mobile device addiction. Additionally, being on mobile devices can interfere with our sleep. According to the sleepfoundation.org website, in an article co-written by Dr. Truong, who is a Stanford-trained sleep medicine physician, blue light can also reduce the amount of sleep you spend in slow wave and rapid eye movement, or REM sleep, 2 stages of the sleep cycle that are vital for cognitive functioning. Phones, TVs, and all electronic backlit devices have blue light, which can hinder your sleep. Also, according to the intermountainhealthcare.org website, blue light also restrains the production of melatonin, which is essential for sleep. It leads to going to sleep way later than you would like, and it leads to not being able to wake up at the time that you would like the next day. The Intermountain website also suggests that you get more sleep by getting off your phone 30 minutes before bed. They recommend that you read a book instead. And finally, being on mobile devices can lead to mental and physical pain and illnesses. I'm going to show you another diagram, this time from the Fidalgo Island Medicine Center website. It's a diagram of digital dementia. What digital dementia is a sensory mismatch in the brain from overutilization of technology and excessive slouch sitting postures leading to signs and symptoms of dementia. That's right, being on mobile devices for too long can affect the brain in a way that actually impacts dementia. Here we have the brain being fired up in all directions. We have some parts of the brain that are understimulated and some parts of the brain that are overstimulated. This can lead to spinal problems and it can lead to memory problems as well. Speaking of spinal problems, Dr. Stefano Siniscropi, MD and spine surgeon, says that kids are complaining of neck pain, spinal stiffness, muscle spasms, and a decreased range of motion. Kids are experiencing this, and they believe that it has something to do with being on your phone. Every year, younger patients are experiencing this. Additionally, according to Hilary Harder, RN at the University of Rochester Medical Center, excessive use of cell phones has been attributed to an increase in both physical and mental health issues, including eye strain, neck pain, back pain, depression, loneliness, mood disorders, and sleep disturbances. Too much screen time can lead to a bunch of unnecessary problems, both mentally and physically. In conclusion, you should limit time spent on your phone because it can lead to addiction, it can interfere with your sleep, and it can lead to physical and mental pain and illnesses. Again, excessive screen time can lead to some pretty harsh problems, but it can easily be alleviated through getting off of the phone and quite literally smelling the flowers. Thank you.